Mike Owens here. Today I'm joined by Yana Santos, who returns to action March 25th, facing Holly Holm. Yana, great to sit down and chat. How are things with you today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Perfect. It's been a long time since we've seen you in the octagon. Obviously, you had the baby. Can you just talk me through the last 18 months in the life of Yana Santos?
Yes, unfortunately, I lost my last fight and I got my nose broke, so we decided to use this time, but I had to stop for recovery and make other baby. And we was lucky, we got it pretty fast, and everything was so good. Pregnancy was perfect. I keep training twice a day, and recovery was so good. I was ready to fight early. And we informed UFC, just was no opponent. We was waiting, and Holly was injured. So just I'm happy that I have date and I'm so excited.
I know you have an older son, but what is a fight camp like with a baby?
Sorry again.
I said, I know you have an older son, but
Mhm.
what is a fight camp like when you have a baby that you also have to look after?
Yeah, it's always a little bit challenging because motherhood it's like very hard anyway, and you never want to cut anything from your baby. You always want get like a lot of attention and things, and sometimes kids getting sick. It's always challenging, but at the same time, it's giving you so much power, so much motivation. You know, before babies, you can like sometimes think like, I can like rest here or there, but when you have babies you like you work for everyone, and like it's make me so strong, and I can like wake up in the night a lot of time, and usually without babies I would be like no way that I can train if I sleep like 2 hours, but here I'm full of energy, you know. So I think it's like have some challenging but also so many pluses.
Of course. Your husband, Thiago, obviously has signed with the PFL. Is he preparing for a fight soon? Is Thiago also in fight camp? Where is he at in terms of his career?
Yeah, he training, but still there is no opponent, and we waiting that he gonna fight maybe 1 or 2 weeks after my fight. So we're gonna start camp the same time, and it will be first time when we like in camp the same time, and it's like now with baby, it's like new experience for us. But I think we found best way how it's work. We will help each other, and she motivate him so much too. He's so happy to be a father again, and like I think it's bring to both of us a lot of energy. So
Thia-
yeah, he will start his camp soon.
Thiago Santos versus Jake Paul, perhaps?
What? He's
Do you think there is any chance Thiago could fight Jake Paul?
it would be nice, yeah, but I don't think so. I don't know which rules. I think he gonna kill this guy. I don't think so.
Let's talk about your fight. As I mentioned, you're facing Holly Holm at the end of March. In your opinion, what does Holly Holm do well? What are her key features in her game?
Uh, we trained a long time ago, 5 years ago. We trained together and help each other to prepare so many fights. But it is sport, you know. There is not a lot of girls on top, and we by some point we had to fight each other. And I think we know each other so good. But I believe that I'm improved so much in these 5 years. And I know her strong parts. Yes, she's super tough. She always was a big motivation for me, like a big inspiration for me. And I know that she's always like hardest worker. She always give like everything. A lot of people say that she's like over 40, 41 years old, but I think it's like not affect her. I know how hard she work always. She's so athletic, so disciplined. So I'm waiting like the best Holly Holm to meet.
What were the training sessions like 5 years ago?
Yeah, we train a lot, we spar a lot, we help to each other a lot, and I don't know. I was thinking about this, but as I told, there's not no many girl to fight, and I'm personally respect her so much. But I think it's not a fact fight.
Hmm,
We still both going there and do our best.
100%. Have you been confirmed as the main event for this fight night?
Until now, not. But I don't know. I see that they still don't have main event. So I'm potentially putting in my mind that it can be 5 rounds. But until now, it's 3 rounds. I think it will become main event.
If the fight is a main event and it goes to 5 rounds, does that make it more easy or more difficult for you to get the victory?
I don't think it's gonna affect the result of fight, but sure, it's harder work to prepare for 5 rounds. But I fought before and 5 rounds, and I felt pretty good. I think like conditioning, it's one of my best, strongest parts. So I'm not afraid of this. But yes, it's more work, more rounds, more rounds of sparring during fight camp. But I think it's pretty nice to be main event, so like I hope so, but if not, it's good too, like wherever. I'm just came here to enjoy, so wherever UFC gonna give.
Holly is obviously above you in the rankings at the moment. Are you surprised that you got this fight after the time away from the sport?
No, not surprised at all. I was like waiting when we asked for fight. I was thinking probably they're gonna offer Holly Holm, because there is not much options. There is, I think, Penny beside me, but she injured. Some other girls have fight already. I don't know what will be with Juliana. Probably Juliana keep asking Amanda, so there is like no one.
100%. How far away do you think you would be from a title fight with a win over Holly Holm?
I think one more fight. We never know, because as you see, not only in women division and different other divisions, they can give fight like number 6, number 7, how they want. And I'm not look over this fight. I'm not like keep thinking I want to go to title. I have opponent, and I'm 100% focused on this fight, and we just will see what will be after this.
Of course, of course. The title fight was confirmed in your division a couple of days ago. Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana.
Yeah, but also I hear that it's still not 100%. It's as an option, so there is. But I think she deserve. I have like some question about her weight, because I don't know when last time she make 135. Probably like 3 years ago. I don't know, something like this. And I'm not see this fairs and fighters can miss weight or even like a few times and keep growing up in ranking. I not see this fair. But it is what it is, and with her performance, she deserves, in my opinion, and I think it's she can give good fight to Amanda.
Do you think she beats Amanda Nunes?
I always gonna say that Amanda gonna win, in my opinion. Like, but at the same time, I saw she gonna win easy Juliana, but we saw what happened. So you never know. And I think Irene have a big chance. She can surprise. I think she have heavy hands, and like she pretty well rounded. So I think she can make like some problems.
Do you spend any time in the training room with Amanda at all? Do you and Amanda work together?
No, we meet each other in gym, but we never train together. She always train separate. She always was thinking about if we potentially fight. For her, it's like maybe not comfortable. For me, it's okay. I can train with girl and then fight and then be again friends. But for some people, not. Some people like to keep their training like private.
Do
we never train.
Do you and Thiago train together at all?
What?
Do you and Thiago Santos train together?
Yeah, we train together. He helped me.
No sparring, I hope.
No, we spar sometimes, and when he not in camp, he helped me sometimes. So sometimes it happens that you came to gym and waiting sparring partner, and by somehow like something happened, and he or she didn't arrive, so he put gloves and helped me before his training.
Fantastic. There's someone else in your gym I would like to mention, which is Kayla Harrison. Kayla obviously has been talked about moving to the UFC for quite a while now. How do you think Kayla would do in the UFC?
No, first of all, I don't think it's possible for Kayla make 135. So if she moved, I think now it's not a question, but before Amanda lost title, it was big fight coming up with Kayla, and I think it was 145. And I think it's so interesting fight. Everyone would like to watch it, but I can't see like any other option in 145. There is no division. There is some fights happening time to time, but I can see high level competition for her there. So I don't think it's like so smart to move in UFC like only for one fight. Yeah, everyone would love to see this, but what after?
You obviously fought Chris Cyborg at 145. If the fight with Kayla was offered to you, would you be interested in that fight?
I wasn't so interested even to fight, Chris Cyborg, but in this time it was no option, and I'm more think to go down to 125 if I have to than 145. So it's like not comfortable weight for me, and the same we train a lot with Kayla, and I can see like any interesting in this fight is that UFC can be like offering. I don't think so.
Little bit of a technical difficulty there, but Yana, we were talking about the move, Kayla Harrison's potential move to the UFC. I'll move away from that topic a little bit. I would like to talk about something that recently started it has a connection to the UFC in terms of the Slap League. What are your opinions on Dana White's recently started Slap League? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked terrible. I watched some. First, I can't see any interesting who watched this. Like, what interesting about this? But I saw some knockouts. It looked terrible, and I don't know how it's legal. And but if they put like big money on this, probably there is so many people who like it. And I think no one push. I don't know how to call these people. They're not fighters. They're like athletes, yeah, maybe athletes who push. No one pushed them to do this, but I think it's so dangerous for health, and I don't see. I can't understand how it's legal, and it's looked terrible. I can't watch this.
Do you think it will go past the first season? Do you think it will be a long running show, or do you think people won't
I think
want to
UFC
watch?
have so much power, this Dana White and like some other people have so much power, and I think if they want, they can promote it so much. And now everyone speak about this, not speak good, but everyone speak about this. So I believe they can make it like grow, make it work.
Well, perfect. And last question on before we turn the conversation back to you. How surprised were you by Francis Ngannou leaving the UFC last week and potentially looking for?
Can we skip questions about other people?
Of course, no problem. I will. Last question. We are at the start of January 2023. Where would you like to be come the start of January 2024?
Sorry again.
What are your goals for the next 12 months in your career?
Yeah, right now I'm just so happy to come back to hard training, and I'm want so much to win my fight, and then wherever it's come next, I want win next match. I'm not like so much like asking for title shot. There's so many girls. They're all perfect. They're all like so strong fighters in top 10. Everyone big challenge. So I'm really excited to meet any of them. I would like to fight best girls, which is like top 10 girls in UFC. And just as my goal to train hard, to show my skills and enjoy the journey.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you the best of luck in your next fight in March.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we finish, Yana, how can people find you on social media and any sponsors you would like to talk about? The floor is yours for the last word.
In social media, Instagram, Yana MMA.
Yep.
And what else you ask?
Sponsors? Any sponsors you would like to talk about?
Yeah, I have my amazing sponsor Joka, Joka supplements.